Hello, Active Asshole on Pills here with an ultimatum to Austrian Schoolers, self-described American libertarians, and to all those Paul bots out there, those raving lunatics, those right-wing reactionary nutfucks who continue to spam and bomb the comment sections of our videos. I've come to a conclusion. Well, actually, it's not a conclusion. It's more of a Captain Obvious moment on my part. And it makes me feel like I had a massive duh moment. I've often asked myself why libertarians just don't go ahead and move to Somalia. Aside from their own cheapness, another issue has to do with expediency. They want to privatize what everyone else has already developed using the commons/public funds because they think they're too special to give to a country lacking a strong public sector for the purpose of starting from scratch. They don't want to spend their money in a clean slate scenario such as Somalia, that is making their dream a reality. They just want to spend money everyone else has paid for building up public assets over the past century. So they, libertarians, whatever, right-wing reactionaries, can avoid any of the actual work of building a country on their own laurels. I would challenge any and all libertarians to put their money where their mouth is and find a third world nation that will allow a clean slate to prove us wrong. They have the money, and they've got dozens of candidate nations to choose from that they can move to and politically influence for the sake of creating Libertopia. There is nothing stopping them from proving us wrong without trying to fuck over those of us who have already built a great society in the current first world nations under mixed economic systems. All it takes on the part of libertarians, Austrian schoolers, or other right-wing reactionaries is for them to grow some balls and put up or shut up. They're a minority here in America. We all know it. And it's high time they started realizing it too. When self-described libertarians break off from the rest of the right wing and try to hold a party, no one shows up. They need to find their own country and stop trying to steal our public inheritance under the guise of advocating freedom/states' rights or whatever the hell else other Trojan horse they're pushing this shit nowadays. Their efforts on this front are a threat to the second and third generation human rights of the over 90% of all Americans who just want them to leave us alone. Just go away. Live up to your own bullshit ideology and leave us alone. We like our public sector. We like our public inheritance that we've gotten from over 120 years of investing our tax dollars into building it up. We don't want you taking it away under some privatization scheme. Third generation human rights. First, second generation human rights such as intergenerational equity, environmental sustainability, old age dignity, or should I say pensions in old age, the right of fair access to an education, the right of access to natural resources, the right to health care, and the right to a sustainable future, they're all forfeit in the face of this right-wing reactionary ideal. And you know, if libertarians want these human rights to be well, if they don't like how they're being promoted under the current system, then they should go somewhere else and try to promote them under their proposed system instead of trying to force their proposed system off on the rest of us through astroturfing. They should go somewhere else, put up or shut up, go to Somalia, go to Kurdistan, or Uzbekistan, or whatever other country that doesn't have a powerful public sector that's well ingrained, another country that doesn't have a long history of having a nation state, of having a modern state. Just go there and build your alternative model. because there are many places in the world where you could have this, where you could build your own alternative model and prove to us that your shit can work. I mean, you always harp on whenever I throw out the cases of Bolivia and Chile under the Friedmanites, under the Chicago schoolboys. You keep saying, "Oh, those aren't Austrian schools. They're monetarists," even though Milton Friedman was influenced heavily by Rothbard and Friedrich Hayek and von Mises. You know, but I digress. Just do us all a favor and go away. Just go away. Go to your own little your own little new country where you can influence things with your money and your power, and just leave us alone. Leave us alone. We want our public inheritance. We want our social security. Our we like our mixed economy. That we like Keynesian economics. We like Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. We like the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve. We like all. Sure, there are problems with every system, but they get ironed out, and then we move on to some other problem that emerges sooner or later. It. But we like the system because it works for us. Don't be a butt. Don't be a butt to the other 85 to 95% of Americans who don't agree with libertarian with you Ron Paul supporters. Just don't be a butt. Just go somewhere else. Please. Just go somewhere else and let us keep our third and second generation human rights. Don't take them from us just so that you can live up to this Austrian school, crank school idea that you've been throwing around for over 100 years. Just leave us be. Let us have peace.